Sound rolling.
Camera 1.
Rolling.
Camera 2. Rolling.
My name is John Edwards, and I'm an associate professor in the Department of Economics and with a joint appointment with the Stone Center for Latin American Studies. I'm also the director of our PhD and master's programs in economics. My areas, I'm an economist, mainly a microeconomist. So I look at determinants of individual behaviors, and I do a mixture of theoretical modeling, but also some empirical work. And I've always been interested in the Latin American region. I grew up in Uruguay, Montevideo. And so I've done a lot of work with international organizations like the World Bank, Inter-American Development Bank, looking mainly at labor markets in the region and also education and the link between education and poverty and inequality in the Latin American region. For the Stone Center, I've designed several courses, including a seminar on the economy of Brazil that I taught years ago. I haven't taught that for a while. And then more recently, economic development of Latin America and labor and population in Latin America. This is my first job out of grad school, and I came in 1985. So I've been here a long time, longer than some of the buildings on campus. I'm not in as good a shape as they are, but I've been here a while. And when I came out of graduate school, I had flyouts to several universities around the country. Having grown up in Latin America, I think what impressed me about New Orleans, I knew nothing about the city, was the Latin American flavor. So I immediately recognized it. And in particular, Magazine Street reminded me a lot of a street in the city where I grew up in Montevideo. And I think I'd always wanted to have a job in Latin America, but an American salary, and this was a happy medium. So I've been able to maintain my contact with the region and at the same time with the American academic community, which is probably the most important one in my field. My affiliation with the Stone Center has added, I think, dimensionality to my work. So when I went to graduate school, I studied economics. So economics, unlike, say, geography or history or literature, doesn't really have a regional aspect to it. Economic theory of individual behavior is economic theory of individual behavior. There's not really a cultural or regional side to it. But as a development economist and as somebody who had grown up in the Latin American region, I understood that there were some very special aspects of the constraints that people face in the Latin American region. And being affiliated with the Stone Center has given me an outlet for that, being able to do research and have it respected by my colleagues. And also the chance to develop courses that help me think about what some of these issues are and how they are different from those faced by, let's say, somebody in a developed country like the United States or a European country. The events that stick out in my mind most are the event in the fall they call the Gran Fiesta, where they invite members of all of our faculty represented in the Stone Center. So again, the Stone Center is interdisciplinary. We have even volcanologists who study Central American volcanoes. We have people who try to decode the Mayan hieroglyphics. We have people like me who look at the impact of education on the disappearance of indigenous cultures in Guatemala. We have historians who look at modern and also colonial periods in Latin America. So having them all together in one room, despite the different emphasis of our disciplines and the different approaches, it was interesting to see that we still share something very important, and that united interest in the region was a kind of glue that I'd never really experienced before, even within my own discipline of economics. If I had to sum up in one word the importance of the Stone Center for my own work, I would say dimensionality. So it's adding a dimension that is not available otherwise for an economist.